couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. The Cavaliers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And out to guide the attack is Landon Duckworth. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. See some running room. There he goes. The tag. And he scored. Down Virginia. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On play action. Out wide right, it's Tyler. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On the run, it's McAllister. Plows through the defense. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Duckworth. Out wide left, it's Howell. Bulldozes his way through. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they
makes a grab and room to run. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Laterals it back. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From deep, it's Beebe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Keeps it moving. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got an alley. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Finds his target. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Second and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snags it.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
It's 3rd and 5. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The throw. Right side, it's Dozier. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's McAllister. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Drops back, it's Duckworth. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Catch in the middle. It's Courtney. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Powers inside. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Hits the afterburners. of the 39.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got enough for the 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Left side is Lewis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Lewis. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the timing just a hair off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Duckworth. Under pressure. Great awareness, picks up the 1st down and slides at the exact right moment. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Gburg. Rush right in his face. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Huskies in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some opinion. State of things right now.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. Their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time, probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws it off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Needs it here on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They want to run it left here. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
31, Virginia, 21.
Deep in the end zone, it's Beebe. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Martin. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Oh, what a move to get room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide right, it's Sellers.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Selling the fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Howell. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Turns it upfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play action on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to pass, it's Duckworth. Left side is Howell. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out wide left, it's Tyler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he gets rid of it.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The run inside. It's Davis. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Right side, it's Martin. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this...
A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Tough run here. It's Beebe. Looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Virginia.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Got a man. It's Dozier. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Howell. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Getting late. Pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. To the air. It's Duckworth. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout. 1:55 remaining. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Finds a crease, it's Lewis. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Jumped on top of the pile. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Could not make his way to the corner. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them.
Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Sets his feet. It's Duckworth. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their 2nd. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win. Make some plays for me, big dog.
Got it down the field. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And I know this defense wasn't set up in a good position. Obviously, they were not set up in the best field position, but they've got to answer the call, man. That's back-to-back really good plays for this offense, and now we got to flush that. We got to put it behind us, make a stand right here, and try to limit the damage and make them kick a field goal.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.